Hey everyone, so this is another Rockstar Real Estate Minute, and we had a question come in from Bonnie, and Bonnie was asking about buying a property in the U.S., specifically Florida. It's going to cost about $50,000, and she was asking about the amount of property taxes and insurance, and would it cash flow. And here's the feedback that we would have to Bonnie and to anyone else thinking about this stuff, buying a property in Florida. That information you can get relatively easily from any good realtor down there. Ask them for the numbers, run your numbers. We've seen properties come across our desk that do cash flow in Florida, so we think you'll likely find a good property. But here's the most important thing, or more important thing to consider before you go down to Florida. Get a good lawyer here in Canada, and they do exist, that understand Canadians buying properties in the United States, and you want a good accountant that understands that as well. So that's kind of the first thing, a good lawyer and a good accountant that understand this transaction. And then the second thing you really want to focus on down in Florida is, if you're not going to be down there very often, the numbers are important, but what you're more interested in getting is getting a good team. You want a good realtor, a good home inspector, a good handyman. You want a good group of people that are going to have your backs, a good property manager. You're going to want a good team of people that have your back managing that property from a distance. That's way more important than the numbers, because you can find the best property that cash flows really well, and then when you're up here, things fall apart down there, and that property kind of turns into a disaster. Focus on getting a good team that has your back. And you know what, the member event that we're having on February 2nd of next year, we're going to be having a lawyer from Toronto that specializes in helping Canadians buy properties down in the U.S. and understands the legal differences and things you need to watch out for as a Canadian. So hopefully that gives you some things to think about. Until next time, your life, your terms.